Okay, so now I am putting together one of the legs, and to do this, I've got the sides here and the top. So first I'll attach the top, then I'll attach the two middle pieces, and then I'll attach the bottom piece. Now the directions say to attach the 6.5 inches up from the bottom, and when I did this build one other time, I did that and then had a hard time fitting these center pieces in. So this time I'm going to do the center pieces and then add this onto the bottom nice and snug. Okay, so to start off, I'm just using this piece on the back here to brace it, and I'm going to add some wood glue. Got my holes pointing up. I did my holes wrong there, so you can see that I've got a little too many, but I'll fill them in. Okay. And I'm using 2.5-inch pocket holes, and I will go ahead and attach each side that way. Okay, so what I'm doing is for the center brace here, I am measuring in 6 inches and having that line up right with the 6 inches. I've already got wood glue on it, and I'm going to use my Craig clamp to make sure that these 2x4s stay nice and flush to each other before I go ahead and screw them together. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and glue both ends of the bottom piece here. And also both ends here of my crossbars. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and place it up as snug as I can. Okay, but first off, I want to screw these brace supports to the bottom so it'll pull that nice and snug, and then I'll be able to attach the sides. So I also want to use my Craig clamp for those. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and use my pocket hole screws, 2.5-inch pocket hole screws, to attach those two pieces. Then I'll move to this side, and then I'll do my ends into the sides here. Okay, now I am going to attach my crossbars to attach the two legs together. So I'll put glue on each end, or actually I'll just start with one end. And then use my Craig clamp to clamp it down, make it nice and flush. Then I'll go ahead and attach those with screws and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so yesterday I built this desk, and now today I have it up on these tables, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a finish sand with 220 grit sandpaper. Because I am going to be painting the base, I did use some wood fill on some of my pocket holes, along with the pocket hole little wood dowel thingies. And then I'm also going to sand the desktop. Here's the desktop, and I'm going to stain it. Okay, as you can see on my desktop here, there are some different splotches here, and that is where glue seeped out of the seams, and I had wiped it down with a wet rag and sanded everything good, so it kind of surprised me to have that happen. It didn't happen anywhere, just mainly on those two back seams for some reason. Anyway, we actually kind of like it and think that it gives it a rustic look, so we're just going to leave it. And now today I'm going to go ahead and use a poly seal to give it a good finish. I've never used poly before, but I read about this wipe-on poly, and so I'm going to try that. Here's Jack in his study room, ready to start his freshman year at UW. Anything to say, Jack?
Not really.
No?
For this year.
Alright, he's at the desk that I built for him. He's got lights there in case he ever wants to do some live streams. We set up the desk facing the window so that he has good lighting for when he's doing Zooms. He's got a nice comfy chair there, a little nice backdrop here and posters from when his band performed at Real Art. And over here I built these padded rectangles to help absorb sound. He's got his guitar and a little cart with books, and he'll put some supplies in there. And I think he's ready to go. Say hi, Jack.
Hi.